wish to respond to the President's speech and to others in Congress, etc., regarding gun control. The mass shootings and a lot of other murders and takedown of the airplanes, you simply program the pilot. He can veer off into Russian airspace and be shot down. When he's programmed to do it, he doesn't know he's going to veer off. And I'm going to reference back to U.S. Congressman Dr. Larry McDonald that I've written about in a medical malpractice book about mind control. And later, 3 years later, well, they tried to kill me. 3 years later, the plane goes down, the KAL that he's on, and Nixon was taken off in Juneau, Alaska, in the same plane, so they had to know it was going down. They were en route to Seoul, South Korea. So I became a candidate and was thrown out to Larry Flint to replace this doctor I'd written about. And I'm leaving out all the hell I have gone through on this tape. I've tried to put it up. But my point, I was writing about mind control and the use of it in programming. And this is taking away people's right to even think on their own or act on their own. So you talk about violations of civil rights. That's the biggest one that you can get. That controls your thinking, your willpower, everything. And then if you're programmed to commit mass murders, and they can do it today, the agencies and some of the corporations use it. I don't know how much, but they do. So they can program armies, mass armies, at this time. And Edward Snowden tried to tell the truth to a degree, what he knew, and look what happened to him. He's exiled to Russia now. So the point of my making this, I've put what's happened to me up on video and YouTube, Facebook, and over the years, and it seems to not make a difference with anyone. The media here, I want to say this, not just in Roanoke, where I am and have been for a long time. By the way, the mass shootings next door at Blacksburg, Virginia Tech, I want to ask this question if anybody's watching this. The media all knows the truth. They knew when I came here, the background, what had been done to me, and I came here in October of '86. Now then, I had been writing the book in Atlanta telling about it. Had a letter from the FBI, June the 23rd, '79, William Harper, U.S. Attorney, ongoing investigation, national security involved. Larry Flint was shot in Lawrenceville, Georgia, and the person that shot him was programmed. I'm flown out to Flint's when the doctor I wrote about, Larry McDonald, Congressman doctor, the plane he was on was shot down. So the uses of mind control, one doesn't know they're getting it. If they did and tried to go to a doctor, they would be locked up, put on psychotic drugs, which is totally not just a misdiagnosis, it's a hell in itself. And if nothing else, if they got off the psychotic drugs, this would be on their record. And it's a total, so your background checks are no good. You got to clean up the mind control, the use of it, and the agencies. And by the way, it's gone so far, so good luck on that one. Let me remind you here that in '53, MK Ultra was brought before Congress because of the misuse of the mental health system. Mind control has nothing to do with mental illness. So mental illness is being used as a scapegoat to take your guns. And I want to make clear on this before I get off. So many people know it. WDBJ7 knows it. I mean, all the media knows it. The networks, and they won't tell it. I'm going to say this real quick. Timothy McVeigh tried to tell everybody that the U.S. Army put a chip up his buttocks, and thus the Oklahoma City, et cetera, bombing. He's a victim. He's dead. Now then, I want to get this in. The president and his staff, Congress, if they do not know about the use of mind control, my God, that is a problem. If they do know about it and they say nothing, they're helping take your guns away, your right to think. So that's even a bigger problem. I've told about it. I've put it up. It's happened right here, and people know it. There's no not believing it. The fact is that's scary is they know it's the truth, but yet they go on blaming it on mental illness. And I want to mention this real quick. The Fort Hood shooter was born right here in Benton, Roanoke. He finished college at the University of, at Virginia Tech, Blacksburg, where this mass shootings took place. He's a psychiatrist. I think he's on death row now. These are victims. You may not like to hear it, but the only way this is going to stop, and the girls, some of the girls that have gone missing, and they've got this group together, and by the way, they do know this, the one that's helping run it, help save another girl. The only way you're going to do it is by telling the truth about how some of them happened and can be proven. I'd like to ask this question. If this video goes up and it doesn't go off first. If this is all told, and God help me, I hope I'm alive to see it done. If this is all told, it's a mess. I want to know how the media, how these people here in Roanoke, Huntsville, Atlanta, and not just in those places, but they certainly know about the use of mind control. How are you going to explain it? Explain it.